Now, welcome to this presentation of notes of Class 8 Subject Social and Political Life, Chapter 1, the Indian Constitution, presented by me, Tanvir Ahmed Khan, the teacher in the Rudwa International School, Jambo, Saudi Arabia. Now, we'll discuss some important points. A written document is that which is known as the file which we follow to govern ourselves or to follow those rules and regulations to lead a country into a successful country. Now we all know that all democratic countries of the world have the constitution, but it's not necessary that all countries that have a constitution are democratic. Maybe the democratic countries which don't have the constitution are the democratic countries. So it doesn't mean that a country having a constitution is maybe a democratic. It can be undemocratic also. And the constitution also includes the types of government and also the agreement on certain ideas that all believe the country should uphold. The previous constitution of Nepal replied to the fact that the final rest is with the king. The People's Movement Nepal fought for several decades to establish democracy, and finally they came up with the transition of Nepal into a democracy and started the process of writing a new constitution for the country. In a democracy, leaders exercise their power and responsibility on the behalf of the people. In a democratic society, as you know, the constitution lays down the rules and guard against the misuse of power by the political leaders. The constitution also plays an important function in a democracy to ensure that the dominant group does not use its power against any person, group, or organization, or against the minorities by the majority. The constitution also helps us to protect against certain decisions that might take and which may have an adverse effect on the large principles that a country believes in. Now there are some of the Indian key features of the constitution. As we all know that Indian national movement has been an active struggle for independence from British for several decades from the beginning of the 20th century. And we have some key features of the constitution, and it refers to the federalism, which refers to the existence of more than one level of the government in the country. Then the parliamentary form of government, in which the constitution guarantees the Indian Union for an adult franchise for a citizen. That means that all the people of the country have a direct role in electing the representative. Separation of power. There are separation of power among the three organs of the state: the legislature, executive, and the judiciary. The legislature refers to our elected representatives. The executive is a smaller group of people who are responsible for the implementing of the laws and running the government, and judiciary refers to the system of the courts in the country, which gives us the judgment. Then there are fundamental rights, which are known to be the concerns of the Indian Constitution, and they are the absolute power which can be challenged in the court or in the Supreme Court or in the High Court if it is been violated by the government. There are 6 types of fundamental rights guaranteed to the individuals of the states as well as against the individuals, and they are the right to equality, right to freedom, right against exploitation, right to freedom of religion, cultural and educational right, and right to constitutional remedies. In addition to the constitution also fundamental rights. The constitution has a section known as directive principles of state policy. It ensures the greater social and economic reforms and serve as a guide to the Indian state to follow the rules and regulations, but it is not binding on them. Then there is a secular state in which the state does not officially promote any religion as the official religion, whatever religion they belongs to. But once they form a government, they have to be no official religion for them. All religions are equal for them. Then the constitution plays a crucial role in line of the idea that we would like all citizens of the country to adhere, including the representatives that we elect to rule us. Besides this fundamental duty, some fundamental duties also along with fundamental rights which we have to follow, but they are not binding on us as fundamental rights are binding on the constitution, on the government of the country. There are some short questions are there. Who was the president of the Constituent Assembly? It was known as the Rajendra Prasad, as we know. Defines secular state already described above, which is the country state does not have an officially any religion. Arbitrary when nothing is fixed and state it lacks one own judgment or desire choice. Ideally, the goal of principle in most excellent perfect government. Then the father of the constitution already know Dr. Bhimrao Ambedkar, who was the chairman of the drafting committee of the constitution, who drafted the constitution, is known as the father of the Indian constitution. Then the polity of society that has organized political structure. Human trafficking is the illegal human trade of women and children. Constitution, as we know, the written document which guides us to follow the rules and regulation and guide the government to govern the country according to the constitution. Cruel and just rule is known as. Then when Kim took over as in February 2005, And then the king restored the third parliament 2006. Nepal adopted the Indian constitution 2007. Now there are some short questions. Why did the people of Nepal wanted a new constitution? You can read and you can go through it. Another question says, what would happen if there were no restriction on the power of the elected assembly? If there are no restriction upon, there would always be possibility that these representatives will misuse their power or authority. And then the constitution in a democracy usually provides safeguards against this. Why a country needs a democratic country needs a, because certain fundamental rights as well as certain duties to the citizens of India are guaranteed by the constitution, and it makes that sure that dominant group does not dominate the or does not use their power against the less powerful or the groups. The constitution also checks the arbitrary behavior of the elected representatives. They cannot misuse their authority in the name of the government that they are the rulers. Purpose constitution serves. It lays down certain ideas that form the basis of the country that citizens aspire to live. It also tells us the fundamental nature of society is. It also helps to set the rules and principles that all persons in a country can agree upon the basis of the way in which they want the country to be governed. The purpose of the constitution defines the nature of a country's political system. It also plays a very crucial role in laying out certain important guidelines that govern decision making within these societies. It also provides safeguards against the misuse of authority. It helps us to protect certain decisions that could have taken, which will affect the larger principle that the country believes in. Or it also ensure that the dominant group does not use power against other less powerful groups. It also prevents the tyranny or domination of the majority over minority. And we also need a constitution to save ourselves also. And fundamental rights important because they provide safeguarding the misuse of the power by the state, also ensure the dignity of the individual. And these rights have been just judicial will that is setting up the court in case of violation of any fundamental rights. Point is not democratic because here the regular elections are held after every 5 years on the basis of the adult franchise. Plus, rule of law is an essential feature of the Indian democratic state. Although people enjoy the fundamental rights which are justifiable or which can be challenged in the court if not provided or if violated by the government. Then the difference between the state and the government and the challenges before the Constituent Assembly. But it was a very huge task because India is a country of different communities, different languages, religions, cultures. Then India was going a considerable turmoil, which we will read in the next classes, like partition of the country of India and Pakistan was imminent. Some of the principal states remained undecided about their future. The socio-economic condition of the vast mass of people appeared dismal. So many problems were there when the constitution was drafted. But when the constitution was going to be done, a discussion was going on in the Constituent Assembly. It was a very, very, very difficult task. The organs of the government, as you have already told, legislature, executive, judiciary. Legislature, law-making body. Executive look after the implementation of the laws, and judiciary it adjudicates the disputes. Main features are preamble of the constitution, written large constitution, democratic government, socialism, then secularism, and parliamentary form of government, universal adult franchise. These are some of the important main features of the Indian Constitution, which are explained here in one or two sentences. Federal system here means the two governments, two types of governments are the center and the state, and there are three lists of subject known as union list, state list, and concurrent list. Union list is those lists in which the union government can make the law. The state list on which the state can make the law. Concurrent list on both the government can make the law, but if both the government make the same law on the same or make the law on the same time, then the law of the union will be applicable, not the law made by the particular state. right to exploitation, right to freedom of religion, and right to cultural and education rights, and right to constitutional remedies. These are some of the Constitution's fundamental rights. Now these are some of the multiple choice questions of which the answers are given in the last. So you can wrap up the answers in the last. Now thank you very much for watching this presentation. If you like, subscribe it, subscribe it and like it and comment also. That's all for this presentation.